Hi guys, this is your master teacher from Vedantu. How are you all doing today? So guys, welcome to today's very interesting, very important session where we will be starting with another geography chapter of class 8 and that is industries. Guys, अगर आप class 8 का geography देखो, from agriculture to mineral and power resources to industries, all these chapters are very important, not only for your class 8 but as I told you also for your class 9 and class 10, क्योंकि ये वाले chapters repeat होते हैं. If you understand those concepts right now, 9th standard and 10th standard is going to be a breeze for you. So guys, I hope all of you are here super excited for today's session. आज हम क्या पढ़ेंगे? Very simply, we are going to understand what are industries. If you are an industrialist, where would you set up your industry? What are the factors affecting the location of industries? What is an industrial system? And industrial region किसको बोलते हैं? Right? This is our aim for the day. And of course, at the end of the session, live menti भी होगा, जिसमें we are going to do a lot of questions. Now, before we go ahead and I say hello to all of you, let me introduce myself to all of you who do not know who I am. So guys, my name is Surabhi Gupta and I take social studies here at Vedantu for class 6, 7 and 8 and at the Young Wonders channel for class 8 students. I have done my schooling from Delhi Public School RK Puram and my bachelor's in political studies from Lady Shri Ram College, my master's from Jawaharlal Nehru University. तो आप देख सकते हो कि I have a huge passion for social studies as a subject, इसीलिए पढ़ा रही हूँ. Right, apart from that, a fun fact about me is of course that I love dancing and I can eat a whole Nutella wala dibba like that if you give it to me. So you can, if you guys want to give something to me on my birthday, wo Nutella wala box you can totally give. Alright, so guys, welcome to the Young Wonders channel and today's session. jaldi se thumbs up de do aur apna attendance thok do and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. Alright. Let us see how many of you are here. Hi Surabhi, it's okay. Hi Harsh, hi Nishtha, hi Jeet, hi Prem, hi Chitra, hi Nimba, hi Akanksha. Thank you Brinda. Hi Surya, hello Ananya. Alright. Welcome to the class. Hi Jahan. Club member is back. Hi Shravya, my Dodo club members. Hi Akanksha, thank you. Hi Ananya, Divyansha, Kalash. Right. Hi Purva. Okay. Hi Sabhya. Right. So guys, has everyone given me a thumbs up? कर लिया है ना? Attendance ठोक दी है. And of course, people who have already done it, thank you for being so responsive to everything that I say. Hi Yukti. Hello from Nagaland. Joy Smita. Alright. Now, आगे बढ़ने से पहले, how many of you are like totally ready for your midterm exams? पूरा preparation हो गया है, notes बन गए हैं, doubts solve हो गए हैं, map practice हो गई है, everything is done. Yes? No? Scared? Totally relaxed? Hi Janvi. Alright. Yes. No? Nervous? Elephant in the stomach jumping. Hi Anila. Okay, now guys, before we go ahead, if you are worried about your midterm exams, so Vedantu platform pe, as you know, that in all my batches, midterm revision has started. That means we are revising all the chapters that we have done till now, till September. Can you imagine September bhi khatam ho jayega and we'll enter October, that is term 2. I mean, क्या हो रहा है? Time तो is like just flying, right? But anyways, for all of you who are nervous about term 1 syllabus, कि मैम कर लिया but समझ नहीं आया, whatever it is, we are revising at Vedantu, so you can totally join us. Link description box पे है. You can come to my batch only by using the coupon code called SUG Pro. ठीक है, मैं आपको ये बताना चाह रही थी इन द स्टार्ट ऑफ द सेशन इटसेल्फ दैट इफ यू वांट टू ज्वाइन, जस्ट ज्वाइन फॉर 1 मंथ, रिवीजन कर लो, देख लो कैसा है. इफ यू लाइक इट, टेक इट, जो भी बचा हुआ साल है उसका. बट फॉर दिस मंथ, स्पेशली फॉर दिस मंथ, इफ यू वांट अ क्विक रिवीजन, ज्वाइन कर लेना और आ जाना. ऑलराइट, एग्जाम्स आर ओवर. एग्जाम्स तो हो गए मैम. कुछ नहीं होता, जिनके एग्जाम्स नहीं हुए उनके लिए बोल रही हूँ. राइट नाउ, इफ यू वांट टू टॉक टू मी पर्सनली, यू कैन ऑल्सो फॉलो मी ऑन माई इंस्टाग्राम पेज surabhi.vedantu. Right, Charan Sparsh, to you too, Shaurya. After a long time, you are in my session. What's up? 27 September. Okay, Chandran. Okay. All right. एग्जाम की डेट ही नहीं है, ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा स्कूल है कि एग्जाम का डेट ही नहीं दे रहा. ठीक है, नाउ दैट ऑल ऑफ यू आर हियर, लेट्स क्विकली बिगिन. एज आई सेड, ये वाला जो चैप्टर हम आज शुरू करने वाले हैं, इंडस्ट्रीज, इट्स अ सुपर सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर, नॉट ओनली फॉर योर क्लास 8 बट क्लास 9 एंड क्लास 10 एज वेल. हम लोग पूरा चैप्टर तो नहीं करेंगे आज, वी आर गोइंग टू डू हाफ द चैप्टर एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू डू अ क्विक लाइव मेंटी क्विज. ऑलराइट. And if a lot of you are already done with your midterm exams, as you are saying in the chat box, and you want to prepare for something more, you want your name amongst the list of the topper list, तो कैसे आना है उसमें वो भी I will tell you at the end of the session. Alright? तो अब जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं. चैप्टर का नाम है इंडस्ट्रीज. Now if you remember the chapter agriculture, उसमें हमने पढ़ा था what is a primary activity, what is a secondary activity and what is a tertiary activity. जल्दी जल्दी मुझे बता दो what is a primary activity. अच्छा, tertiary. Anyways, what is a primary activity? हाँ, एग्रीकल्चर. सो गाइस, प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी वो वाली एक्टिविटी होती है विच इज डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड टू एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज और ग्रोइंग ऑफ अ नेचुरल रिसोर्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एग्रीकल्चर, माइनिंग, फिशिंग, दीज आर एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी. सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटी वो वाली एक्टिविटी होती है व्हेन यू टेक द रॉ मटेरियल, योर नेचुरल रिसोर्स, योर रॉ मटेरियल, प्रोसेस इट इनटू समथिंग एल्स दैट इज ऑफ अ ग्रेटर वैल्यू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कॉटन से ये कॉटन टी शर्ट बनती है, राइट? दिस इज अ सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटी. कॉटन इज अ रॉ मटेरियल, यू प्रोसेस इट एंड देन यू गेट दिस कॉटन टी शर्ट. Cotton is cheaper, this cotton t-shirt will be more expensive. Because when you are processing a raw material into a finished product, तो इसकी value increase हो जाती है. This processing of raw material into a finished product is also called manufacturing. You are manufacturing something, making something. This comes under industries. समझ गए? Easy? हाँ, processing. Now, industry is any economic activity. Economic activity मतलब related to money that is concerned with production of goods. For example, this cotton t-shirt. Extraction of minerals, for example, extraction of coal, that is coal mining industry, and provision of services. जैसे आपका transportation हो गया, teaching हो गया. I'm teaching you, no, I'm not producing anything. I am teaching you, I'm giving you this service of teaching. या डॉक्टर जो सर्विस दे रहा है, या tourism industry, you know, that is giving you a service of a world class tourism spots, that comes under industry. A service provider, a industry जो production करता है goods का, and extraction of minerals. Alright. Now, how can we classify industry? We can classify industries on the basis of three things. What kind of raw material the industry uses, the size of the industry, and who owns the industry. हम सारे points को बहुत ही ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे, right? Raw material के basis पे we can divide industries into agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based. काफी interesting है. Let us start. एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज वो इंडस्ट्रीज होती है who take raw material directly from agriculture, मतलब जिसका raw material plant और animal based होता है. That's what agriculture is, right? Growing crops and taking care of animals, domesticated animals. तो जब हम raw material crop से लेते हैं, animal से लेते हैं, plant से लेते हैं, that is called an agro based industry. For example, you will tell me the example, tomato ketchup made up of tomatoes. It is an agro-based industry. Or when you think about your Lay's or Uncle Chips or ये सब potato से बना है ना? तो potato is a agro, like potato comes from agriculture. It is an agro-based industry. या milk हो गया, butter हो गया, घी हो गया, cotton textile हो गया, ये cotton t-shirt हो गया. All of these industries are agro-based industry. Any other example that you guys want to tell me? You can tell me. Any other example? Oil. Thank you. Oil is another very good example. Jam. Jam is also a good example. Avail. Cheese is also a good example. Chocolate is also a good example. So when you talk about all of these food processing, vegetable oil, cotton, textile, leather industries, ये सब agro based industries होते हैं. Next we come to mineral based industries. Mineral based industries वो industries होती है that uses mineral ore as their raw material. For example, iron is made from iron ore. Right? It is a mineral based industry. Iron हो गया, steel हो गया, aluminium हो गया. All of these items that are made from ores after extracting them, it is a mineral based industry. ये भी काफी simple है. But mineral based industry is a very important industry because these industries feed other industries. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका मतलब हुआ कि mineral based industry is a huge industry. Whatever it makes, if it makes iron, if it makes aluminium, right? This iron is then further used by other industries to make utensils, to make tools, to make weapons, right? Aluminium is used in your, let's say, automobile industry, या फिर to make your car, aeroplane, etc. तो जो mineral based industries है, they feed other industries. All right. Now we come to another industry called marine based industry. Now, marine-based industries are those industries that use products from the sea and ocean as raw material. Marine का मतलब ही होता है पानी, something that you get from oceans, right? So those industries जहाँ का raw material you get from seas and ocean, उसको हम marine-based industry बोलते हैं. For example, when you are manufacturing something called fish oil that makes your hair beautiful, right? You get it from your sea, ocean, or any kind of seafood. All of these are examples of marine-based industries. समझ आ गई? Simple. Pearls, actually, fun with DPS, that's a very good example. Pearls should also actually come as a marine-based industries. Very nice. All right. Next industry based on raw material is forest-based industry. Now, forest-based industries, obviously, जो raw material हमें forest से मिलता है, when that raw material is processed, it is done under a forest-based industry. For example, paper that we get comes from trees. Of course, ये paper की बुरी हालत है, but the paper that we get comes from trees. Pharmaceuticals or your medicines and herbs, furniture, the stable, buildings, all of these are examples of forest-based industries. Right? Now, ये हुआ industry on the basis of what kind of raw material we are using. We can further classify industries on the basis of their size. Size का क्या मतलब हुआ? Size मतलब how many workers are working in the industry. How much capital? Capital means money you have invested in, setting up your factory. The number of people employed. Volume of production. How much are you producing? Are you producing 10 t-shirts or are you producing 10 lakh t-shirts? Based on that, we can divide industries into small scale industries and large scale industries. For example, मैं जो हूँ कभी at my whole house I make a lot of cookies and all of that, which I've recently only started doing, and only in my society I put it in the society group कि listen, today I'm making 50 cookies, who wants to buy them? It is a small scale industry. घर पे बनाती हूँ और फिर बेच देती हूँ, छोटा सा स्केल है, only 50 cookies, only me and let's say my baby Anshuman is involved, other workers in this industry. It is a small scale industry, right? Another example of such industries, जिसमें usually it is the artisan doing the work by hand. Very few products are being produced every day, right? Very little capital is invested. It's not like a huge factory setup. इसको हम स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री बोलते हैं. जैसे बास्केट वीविंग हो गई, हैंडीक्राफ्ट इंडस्ट्री हो गई, पॉटरी हो गया, सिल्क वीविंग हो गया, small food processing industries like I told you, making of cookies and making of different dalmot and all of that comes under small scale industries. Handloom, handicraft, all of you are correct. Yes? Alright. अब हम आते हैं large scale industries पे, that produces a lot of products, right? जिसमें it's not like I can set up such a huge industry. I will need a lot of money, a lot of capital, a lot of technology that I need to invest in setting up a large scale industry. For example, when you're making a huge एरोप्लेन, यू कैन डू इट एट होम ना कि हाँ मैं तो घर पे बनाऊंगी, नहीं, यू नीड अ ह्यूज फैक्ट्री एंड अ लॉट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजिकल इन्वेस्टमेंट. The production of automobiles and heavy machinery are large scale industries. Big biscuit industries or factories like Britannia, ये भी large scale industries में आती है. Parle-G, thank you, is also an example of that. Iron and steel industries would also come under large scale industries. They are also mineral based, depending upon आप कैसे categorize कर रहे हो अपने industries को. कैपिटल प्रज्वल होता है हाउ मच मनी यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग, नॉट जस्ट मनी बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कितने मशीनरी आपको चाहिए, द एंटायर बिल्डिंग, मशीनरी, money, technology, all of that comes under capital. All right. Next is industry classified on the basis of ownership. Who owns these industries? इसके basis पे we can divide industries into 4 categories. One is private sector industries. अगर कल को मैं एक इंडस्ट्री खोल लूं, let us say I become rich, I'm like I too will open my own industry. It will be a private sector industry. For example, Reliance owned by private individuals, right? Airtel owned by private individuals. It's a private sector industry. और क्या एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हो अभी बता दो मुझे चार्ट. कैडबरी, yes, all right. Then we have something called public sector industries. Public sector industries are those industries that are owned and operated by the government. जैसे ही वर्ड पब्लिक आता है ना, this means government for the public. For example, the Steel Authority of India Limited, SAIL, जिसको हम बोलते हैं Steel Authority of India Limited, या HAL, right? Hindustan Aeronautics Limited that focuses on airplane technology, right? Then we have something called joint sector industries. A joint है, तो of course it's between 2 or more groups that are joining together, है ना? So वो वाली industries in which individuals and the government comes together to set up an industry, उसको हम joint sector industry बोलते हैं. For example, Maruti Udyog Limited is one example of a joint sector industry. Then we have something called cooperative sector industries. Now guys, cooperatives are usually opened by producers or suppliers of raw material. समझ नहीं आया तो समझा देती हूँ. For example, there was once a time that there were a lot. So for example, fishermen, है ना, वो लोग sea में जाते हैं, fish निकालते हैं, and then they sell it in the market. Now all the fishermen can come together and set up a cooperative industry where they are the one who are collecting all the fish raw material, processing it and selling various fish products. Right? खुद का cooperative खोलना directly by the producer or the supplier of raw material. जैसे आपका अमूल हो गया, Anand Milk Union Limited, if you did not know the full form of Amul, right? या सुधा डेयरी हो गई. All of these are examples of cooperative sector industries. है ना? समझ गए? देवानंद रिपीट देख लो, रिप्ले देख लो, YouTube पे you can do that. Alright. Now we come to the next part of the chapter. What are the factors affecting the location of industries? चलो कहते हैं that let's assume that you are a big industrialist, you have lots of money to invest, you want to open up an iron and steel industry. Where will you open it up? Ma'am, I will open it up in front of Disneyland so that whenever I am bored, I can just go do a few roller coaster rides and come back to my office. No, you cannot do that. Please use your mind. Where will you set up an industry? Where you can easily get water, because you need water for any manufacturing industry. Where market is close by, so that जो आप produce कर रहे हो, cotton, iron and steel, जो भी आप produce कर रहे हो, that can easily be sold in the nearby market. Capital, where you can easily invest capital, you can easily get your machinery, etc. Where you can easily get workers or labor to work in your factory. जहाँ पर raw material pass में हो. Imagine raw material is 10,000 kilometer away from you. It will increase your expenditure. So you will set up your factory where the raw material is close to you. जहाँ पर electricity easily available हो, where you can easily get land to set up your industry. Transportation is easily available. It's not like in the Himalayas on the tip of the mountain. राइट, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, रोडवेज हो, अच्छा कनेक्शन हो, एंड ऑफ कोर्स कम्युनिकेशन, यू हैव प्रॉपर नेटवर्क लाइन्स. All of these are very important factors for setting up your industry. Now, कभी कभी क्या होता है ना कि when an industry comes up, you must have seen, whenever an industry comes up, उस area के around employment increase हो जाता है. Because when an industry comes up, it offers employment, work to a lot of people. When people get work, let us say यहाँ पर एक industry आ गया पार्ले जी का, है ना. A lot of people were saying Parle Ji. I don't know why. Maybe you guys love Parle Ji. But let us say Parle Ji की industry आ गई. अब आस पास people, workers who are working in this industry will start staying near the industry. Now in workers के बच्चे भी होते हैं, है ना. They have kids also. So a school will also come up. Now of course these people can get ill also. Hospital will also come up. So usually wherever an industry comes up, उसके चारों तरफ development होने लगता है. Right, you have more schools, hospitals, people living, houses, markets coming up. That is why every state government wants कि उनके state में industries आए, उनके state में Tata आए, and Renault आए, and Apple आए, and they are the ones who are manufacturing in their industries, in their states, right? So industrialization leads to development of towns and cities. That is why state governments provide incentives. मतलब कि आ जाओ, if you come to our state, we'll give you free land, we'll give you very subsidized electricity. Subsidized मतलब थोड़ा कम में, instead of 100 rupees, we'll give it to you for 10 rupees. We'll allow lower transportation cost. We'll make sure that you get water and electricity. But please set up your industry in our state so that our people can get employment and our state can develop. है ना? Interesting है ना ये काफी? Right? Now we are going to listen to another aspect of industries, and that is industrial system. Now guys, अगर आपने वो chapter agriculture मेरे साथ ठीक से किया है, then you should know what a system is. Whenever the word system is there, we understand it as कुछ input है, कुछ processes है, and कुछ output है. You put something in, process happens, and then you get an output. That is how a computer system works, right? You put in a code, computer processes it, and then it gives you the output. Industrial system में क्या input होगा? Input will be your raw material, the capital that you're investing, the workers that are working, power, electricity, water. ये आपका input हो गया. Process is the processes of processing of the raw material into a finished product, जो machinery कर रही है. And then you get the output, and that is the finished product, for example this cotton t-shirt, and the profit that you earn when you sell your finished product. That is your output, right? So ये हो गया आपका industrial system. Next topic that we're going to look at is industrial region. Now you guys must have noticed that when you go to in your city, there is one area जिसको हम बोलते हैं industrial region है. यहाँ पर बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्रीज और फैक्ट्रीज है. यूजुअली ऑल द इंडस्ट्रीज एंड फैक्ट्रीज आर लोकेटेड इन वन एरिया, जहां पर इजिली वाटर अवेलेबल है, इजिली मार्केट्स अवेलेबल है. दैट इज वेयर अ लॉट ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज विल क्रॉप अप, right? So for example, Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Asia are major industrial regions of the world, right? Okay, my home is so cool. Thank you. When did you see my home? The industrial regions in India is of course Mumbai, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region. Bangalore mein to you must have seen, it's like called the IT, center of India. Then you have the Hooghly region, Ahmedabad, Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Visakhapatnam, Guntur belt, Gurgaon, Delhi, Meerut region, and the Kollar Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. है ना? चलो. So guys, that is it for today. In the next class, we will be looking at how are industries distributed around the world and why. Logic क्या है कि iron and steel industry in areas में है, cotton textile industries are in other areas, right? So we will be looking at that, but very quickly, a very interesting announcement for all of you who are doing already very well in your school exams. Midterms खत्म हो गए हैं, and the next battlefield in front of you is the competitive exam of Olympiads. Now guys, Olympiads ऐसे competitive exams हैं that are organized by certain organizations like your Science Olympiad Foundation, SFO, NSO, etc. ये आप कहोगे कि मैम why should we give this Olympiad? One, because it increases competitiveness. आपको पता चल जाता है that when you are competing at a global and a national level, how good are you? Right? It increases your self-confidence. It makes sure that you already know how a competition is to be, you can challenge a competition in front of you, जो आपको 11th 12th में आगे करना ही होगा. So it is good practice for you. And of course, once you get through your Olympiads, guys, not only do you get boasting rights कि भैया मैंने Olympiad किया है, which is like a huge thing. Apart from that, you also get huge cash prizes. So Vedantu is offering you help as to guidance as to how to get through Olympiads. तो वो होगा हमारे Wave platform पे, where we have some amazing Olympiad mentors who will be taking your classes, and you will be told exactly how the paper is set, how to answer quickly so that you can get the maximum marks. So we are offering mathematics for class 7 and class 8. Again, just for 3,000 rupees, guys. If you are taking all the classes, कुछ नहीं है 3,000 रुपए. Because as I said, Olympiad pass करोगे, you will earn up to 2 lakh to 50,000 rupees. Right? So if you use my coupon code SUGPRO, ये और भी कम हो जाता है to 27000. Right? So do try it out. Olympiads for class 5, class 6, NTSE जो 10th standard में होता है, but if you want to prepare right now, then class 7, class 8, we prepare you with aptitude, SST, English, science and maths. Right? So these are some of our mentors and teachers who are Olympiad pass outs, like who have kind of gotten through Olympiads, who know how the paper is set and who can help you through the exam. Very simple. Description box में you get the link. Go to that link and you can join us if you are preparing for any competitive exams here. ठीक है, तो ये कुछ बच्चे हैं जो वेदांतु से पास आउट हुए, and they are the ones, for example, Vaibhav, Pushpraj. Tomorrow it could be anyone or two. It could be Jay Prakash, it could be Devo, it could be Shravya also, whose name and photo is here. So if you want your photo to be here, if you also want to be known as one of the toppers of the country, then and if you need that guidance कि यार ये पढ़ा देना, तो even I can get through it. Do join the Vedantu platform, and as I said, use the coupon code so that even I know how many of you have enrolled. Right? तो जल्दी से Menti पे चलते हैं. Menti के लिए 173780056 is the Menti code. Go to www.menti.com. Right? Public sector industries वाला, public sector industries मतलब those industries that is operated by the government. Railways is another big example. It's a public sector industry, है ना? सारे workers government के हैं, trains government की है. Alright, जल्दी से जाओ www.menti.com पे, put in the code 173780056. I'm also going to go there. Where is it? It's here. Now. Alright. Now before we move ahead, I would love to ask you a question. If you could pick up a superpower, what would you choose? Taj. Taj क्या होता है? Meet Surabhi Ma'am. Wow. Invisibility. Cheetah. वाह, किस कोई सुपर पावर होता है? ब्रेन पावर, इनविजिबिलिटी, meeting any teacher that I want, getting rid of COVID-19. I think that is that's pretty good if you think of it. Time travel. Even I would do time travel because I'm a history buff. Mind reading, aqua power, super intelligence. Wow. Meet Surabhi Ma'am. That's like the sweetest. Teleporting, topper. You want to be topper in whatever exam you give. Mind reading, flash, help people. Wow, that's pretty nice. All right. Okay, so it seems that you have you guys want to really have superpowers, huh? Surabhi Ma'am in my class. Guys, I'm in your class only. What are you saying? Excellent angry. What is super intelligent, reading minds, easy memorization. Guys, ये कोई super power थोड़ी ना, you can improve that yourself. All right, so that was like a lot of your legend. What does legend mean? One can always see my chat. Crack NEET. Guys, crack NEET के लिए you don't need superpower, you only need Vedantu platform. Trust me, the teachers that we have right now for 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, 6th, 7th, 8th are super amazing. Superpower नहीं, इसके लिए तो आपको बस वेदांतु ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा. Gods of gods. Okay. All right. So thank you for those amazing comments. There are over. Acha, Brinda, that's a very interesting. Okay, jaldi se aa jao. The code is 17378056. And before we start the Menti, jaldi se mujhko thumbs up de do. Thank you for all of those who have already done it. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you know कि हमारा अगला video कब आएगा, especially live videos, so that you can quickly join in. And another very interesting thing, guys, this Sunday, that is tomorrow 7 p.m. I am going to bring a video that is going to be very, very interesting. So do remember to watch that also. To become an AI scientist. Wow. Hi, Sanket. Chalo. The first question is in front of you. Food processing is an example of dash-based industry. Marine, agro, mineral या forest. Food processing में what kind of raw material do we use? उस basis पे we have classified industries. Food processing किस में आता है? Forest. Are you sure? Agro. Time is up. Guys, the answer is agro-based industry. Because जो हमारे natural resource होता है, जैसे आपके crops हो गए, wheat हो गया, sugar हो गया, cotton हो गया, all of these are agro-based industries that are using these as raw material. So right now we have Roshni on top and the fastest. Then we have Pokemon who thinks I'm the best. Thank you. Then we have Abir who's a grade 6 student. Sharam karo tum log class 8 students. Yeah, class 6 students are in leaderboard pe. What is happening to this world? Then we have Shanmukh, Ritesh who's also Pokemon. High five. Agent Nishtha on duty. Welcome, Agent. Pavan will rock Menti. You're already rocking it. Then we have Yash, Ishit, Ayush Pandey. Ma'am, call AKR sir. Guys, I'm so scared of AKR sir. How can I call him? Next question is, it is an example. Amul जो आपके सामने is an example of what kind of industry? Private, public, joint या cooperative. चलो जल्दी से बता दो. कोड सारथ है 17378056. अयो, why you doing अयो सुप्रीम? काफी कंफ्यूजन है. People who are confused, rewatch this video again or come to the Vedantu platform where I can teach it to you again properly. Guys, it's a cooperative sector. Cooperative sector मतलब कि people who produce that milk. मतलब of course people don't produce it, cows produce it, but people who actually get it from the cow, जो milkmen होते हैं, they are the ones who got together and made this cooperative industry or setup called Amul. तो we have Ayush Pandey. बच्चा मैं नहीं कॉल कर सकती, मतलब I am so scared of him. I don't think I ever can. Then we have Ishit, Ojas, Charvi, Johnny, Pavan who will rock this Menti, Agent, Nishtha, Yash, Shanmukh and Drishti Mir Chandani is smart. Of course you are on top of the leaderboard, right? Next question of the day. Deepthi, welcome to the session. Is setting up of dash leads to development of towns, forest, buildings, industries or school. जब हम ये सेटअप करते हैं उसके चारों तरफ we see more and more development. What is it? What is that we are talking about? ये चैप्टर ही क्या है guys? Come on. 10 seconds. All right. Time is building. Guys, people who said building, if you set up a building, development क्यों होगा उसके चारों तरफ? It will be just be a lone building. But when you set up an industry, that industry will require workers. Workers वहाँ रहने लगेंगे. When workers वहाँ रहेंगे, ऐसे तो नहीं है कि they will live like in the jungle or on the road. They will set up houses for themselves. Their children will go to school. Schools will come up. Hospitals will come up. तो proper development होने लगता है whenever you have a new industry that comes up in a particular state. All right. We have Ayush Pandey, who's still fastest on top, and then we have Yash, who's also the fastest. Odas, Ishit, Charvi, Shanmukh, Pavan, Darshini, Tiger Baby, and Amarnath, who's a 5th standard student. मतलब क्या हो रहा है? Either I'm like such an amazing teacher कि 5th standard के बच्चे भी मुझसे पढ़ना चाहते हैं, है ना? या फिर you guys are like super smart. I have no clue. Question 4 of question 5. Hi Purvansh, welcome to the session. Remember to thumbs up and subscribe. Manufacturing of fish oil is an example of agro, marine, forest या mineral based industry. जो हम fish oil है वो कहाँ से raw material लेता है? Where does it get its raw material from? Come on. Marine, forest, mineral, agro. Time is up. The answer is marine based industry, guys. Water, sea, है ना? Leader board आपके सामने है, and let us see who is on top today. We have Ojas, who is the fastest, and Shanmukh, who is also the fastest. Ishit, Yash, Ayush, Charvi, Pavan, Darshini, Tiger Baby, and Amarnath on top of the leaderboard today. Finally, हम question number 5 पे आते हैं. I hope all of you are ready for the final question. Yes, yes, right. On the basis of ownership, industries को small scale और large scale industry में divide करते हैं. True or false? On the basis of who owns the industry, we divide industries into large scale and small scale industries. True or false? Guys, confused mat ho. It is a tricky question. I can already feel people getting confused. Okay, Samhita. Right. Leaderboard changing question है. Yes, Chandran. People who said true, वो वाले बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने click किया without reading the question. But guys, on the basis of who owns the industry, we divide industries into private, public, joint, and cooperative. On the basis of how big they are, their size, we divided the industries into large scale and small scale. तो ये leaderboard changing question के साथ let us see who comes on top. Alright, Akash, who was the fastest. However, Shanmukh has come on top of the leaderboard today. तो जल्दी से सब लोग Shanmukh के लिए तालियां बजाएं. अभी के अभी wherever you are sitting, do not be jealous, guys. तालियां दे दो. Congratulations, Shanmukh, to be on top of the leaderboard for today. जल्दी से guys अपना homework देख लो. True or false statement है. Click a picture of this. I want your answers by Monday. So even if you're watching the repeat of the session and it's still not, no, Monday भी नहीं, Wednesday, by Wednesday next week, जल्दी से put your answers in the comment section below after the video has, closed off. Let me know your answer, and if you give me the correct answers, your name can be in the homework superstars of the next class. Right now, before we end, a fun fact which you can share with your friends, your family, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, your dog, your cat, and that is जो small pocket होता है ना आपके jeans में. You must have thought कि भैया ये small pocket क्यों है? We can't put anything in it. That is because it was originally designed for a pocket watch. Fun fact है ना? Even I did not know that. Alright. Now guys, that is it for the day. Give me a thumbs up if you like today's session. Subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel, and of course share the video with your friends अगर आपको लगता है this video will help them too. This is your maths teacher Surabhi signing out for the day. Bye bye. Have a great day.